We're going to begin. I'd like to welcome New Orleans to our press conference following their win tonight over Southeastern Louisiana. I'm joined by head coach Mark Schlesinger, student athletes Damian Rosser and Derek St. Hilaire. Coach, I'd like you to please start with an opening statement, and then we'll open it to those on the Zoom call.
Thank you. Number one, hats off to the Southland Conference for putting on a wonderful event. It's such a great honor to be back here again to represent our incredible city, our diverse and dynamic faculty, students, and staff, and our incredible athletic department and leadership with Mr. Tim Duncan and Dr. Niccolo. It was good to be back. I mean, last year was a tough year for all of us, and this one went tough with a different set of circumstances. So it's just good to be back in the tournament. Our guys have played at such a high level since we came back off of our COVID pause. And I've just been so proud of their effort, their attitude, and how selfless they played. And I think tonight was a great example of who they are and how they've been playing and the commitment they've made to playing good team basketball. We had everybody contribute tonight. The energy was tremendous on the bench. And I'm just really proud of our first step in this week of trying to run a gauntlet against, I think, one of the best college basketball leagues in the country.
Thank you. And at this time, I'd like to open it up for questions. You can either raise your hand on their Zoom or put something up. John, I'm going to let you unmute your line, please. You have a question for Derek?
Yes, Derek, can you hear me?
Yes.
Just a question about three-point shooting. I believe last Saturday against the Lions, you were 1 of 12 from behind the arc. Tonight, 4 of 6. What changed in the past 4 days?
Nothing changes. Got back in the gym, got my shots up, and when game time comes, I know all my teammates believe in me to shoot, coaches believe in me to shoot, so that's not going to change. I'm just keep shooting, whether I make or miss.
Hadari, you may unmute your line, please.
Yes, thank you. Hadari Jones, Garage Department Media. Coach, you just mentioned how your team has been playing selfish. You guys jumped on them early, and played with high energy. Your defense led to transition points. Y'all led wire to wire. What did you say? How did you get them focused? Well, of course, it's postseason. It shouldn't be that hard. But what did you say to your team to get them to come out with such high energy today?
Not a whole lot. It took very little for us to push the gas pedal. They were ready from the beginning. I thought that there were we almost had to rein them back a little bit. I thought that they were mentally focused and prepared in our preparation. I thought we had a really good film session today. They were locked in, knew the assignments. It's a weird setup the way it went, where all these three opponents are people we played in the last week, so the scouts are familiar, the personnel are familiar. They have an idea of the things that we want executed. The adjustments that we put in, we've been able to do quickly, and the counters that we put in, I think we were able to execute a few of them tonight. We didn't go deep into our playbook, which was good. So hopefully we'll be able to have some stuff to use the rest of the tournament. But I was just really excited about the way they came out right from the beginning with focus and energy, and really stayed the course on what our game plan was and played good solid basketball.
Thank you. And a question from Brandon.
Question for Damian. First off, congratulations on the win. You guys lost 4 in a row before the McNeese cancellation, but since then you guys have won 6 out of your last 7. Actually, what has changed since that cancellation with the team?
The biggest change I would say is just our mental focus. One of our assistant coaches, Coach Jake Smith, has been telling us before every game, what is our mental focus and what do we want to accomplish this year? So we saw we weren't where we wanted to be in the standings, and so we had a meeting, we talked, and we had to figure out what needed to be done. And so ever since then, we've just been playing our heart out, playing like it's our last game, so we can move up in the standings, and now we're here.
We have time for more questions. Anyone else?
Yes, I have a follow-up for both players. Looking at the way you guys played tonight, do you guys feel that you are still under the radar because of your record, because of your record overall?
Oh, go ahead, Dean.
Before we might have been overlooked, but it's kind of hard to overlook winning your last 6 to 7 games. So if they're still overlooking us, I mean, I would watch out because we're a pretty hot team right now.
Yeah, overlooked or not, we're still gonna come into every game the same way, mentally prepared, ready to go, playing our hardest. So it doesn't really matter to us if we're underrated or not.
So, question for you, Coach. You are facing a team that you've played twice this season. Tomorrow night, you lost the first one, got the second one. What do you feel you'll have to do tomorrow night in order to keep this team here in Katy?
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. It's a team we played twice and split with. It's a place that I worked for 11 years and was lucky enough to sit at Coach Mike's right hand and glean as much knowledge as I could from him. I think they're one of the better programs in our league. They do things the right way. Their guys play hard. They're very, very well coached, and they're going to play and have a lot of pieces. They've got great size that they can take the ball inside and score it. They've got all conference players on the wings to be able to score inside and out. It'll be a great game, hopefully with great tempo. That'll be entertaining for everybody, but it's one where the familiarity should make for a very interesting game tomorrow at 5 o'clock.